Hi there everyone, welcome to iPad Essential. In this video, we will talk about how to use Files app on iPad, and we're going to walk you through 10 key features from navigating the interface to managing cloud storage, tagging, printing, and even using external drives. So without further ado, let's get started. So here, let me quickly reach to Files app. So for that, let's type here Files and let's open it. And for your convenience, since I am sharing my iPad screen, I am using mouse pointer so that you also know where I am clicking. Okay, so this is how the iPad Files app interface look like. We can say it is iPad version of Finder or File Explorer. Now let me quickly go through its interface. So here on the left hand side, we can see the first icon here is recent, which shows the file that we have accessed recently. Then we have got this iCloud drive where you're gonna see the file that are synced with your Apple iCloud. Then you're gonna see on my iPad where you will see the file that are stored locally. And in the same place we're gonna see external drive that I'm gonna show you at later part how we can connect it and access the document. And then we can also see certain apps that also comes with cloud storage. Then below we also have got our recycle bin, favorites, and in the end tags. Now let me give you a tip here. Let's say you'd like to hide this panel, so that we can do easily by pressing this button. So when we press this button, now you can see we are fully utilizing the space, and then the sidebar is hidden. If you want to bring it back, all we need to do is we need to go on the top and then click here, and then you will see the sidebar is back again. Moving to the third point, which is viewing and sorting file. Viewing and sorting file is also pretty easy here. Just like the way we see in case of Finder, we do have got different type of views available. So right now here we can see it is the icon view. To change the view, all we need to do here is we need to go to the right hand side and then click on this grid. And now we have got a list view and column view. And we also have option to sort by our document. For example, if I again click here on the top, and then here we can see we have got option to sort by name, kind, date, size, and tags. So all we need to do is we need to click on that, and then we will see our files and folder are sorted by that particular category. Now let's jump into the fourth point, which is creating folder and organizing. And just to make it default, I'm gonna go back here and I'm gonna select icon. Creating folder and file is very easy, guys. What we need to do here is we need to long press on long tap on the empty area, and then here we're gonna see this new folder. Let's tap on it, and then here we can give our folder a name. So for example, I'm gonna write iPad Essential. Okay, so in this way we can easily create a folder. Let's say you want to move certain file to it. All we need to do is we need to tap and then simply drag that to the folder. So it is that easy, guys. And if you are using mouse, again you can press left mouse button for a long, and then you can drop the file to that folder. So it is absolutely similar to how we're gonna do in Windows Explorer or in Mac Finder. Simply hold it and drop it. Now let's say we would like to open any file. All we need to do is we need to select that file and you need to tap on that file. And in this way, guys, we will able to open it. Now moving to the point number 5, which is how we can integrate, let's say, Google Drive, OneDrive, or Dropbox to our Apple files. That is pretty easy, guys. All we need to do here is we need to go back and then we need to look for App Store, and let's open it. Now let's say I would like to add OneDrive here. So I'm gonna search for OneDrive, and then here, now all we need to do is install. So once the OneDrive installed, now I'm gonna go back to my files, and here now you can see on the left hand side OneDrive is also there. So all now we can do is we simply can sign in, and then now I can access my OneDrive document. Similar is the thing we need to do in case of, let's say, you're gonna use Dropbox or Google Drive. And if in case you do not see any option, then go here on the top, click on these 3 dots, and then click on sidebar. Now here, you can enable or disable certain things. For example, I think all these 3 apps, I do not want them to be here. So I'm gonna disable them. and now I only see the required location. Let's say you want to bring them back. Again, go on the top, click on these three dots, click on sidebar, and now again you can enable certain. Now moving toward the sixth topic that I wanted to cover, which is using external drive. So in case of using external drive, it is pretty simple. All you need to do is you need to utilize your Type-C port, that is for charging. Just simply connect your pen drive or SSD or whatever you would like to, and then as soon as you connect, here on the left hand side again you're gonna see that drive. So here you can see I just found this drive, and now I can access my content from this drive. Let's say I would like to copy certain things from my external drive to my iPad, which is pretty easy. All we need to do is we need to tap for a long, and then we're gonna see here option, for example, copy, move. So let me click here on copy, and now I'm gonna click here on my iPad, and now I'm gonna tap again and I can click here on paste. So here you can see how easy it is to copy and paste data from external drive to our iPad. And obviously we can do vice versa. For example, I would like to copy this whole folder, or maybe I'm gonna move it, and then I'm gonna click here on untitled, and now let's click here on copy. So I just copied this folder, and maybe the reason why we were not able to move because we were transferring the data from iPad to external drive. Now let me actually again let's press this folder button and click on move, and then here when I select here another drive, again I am seeing copy option. Okay, but let's say when I would like to move certain folder in same drive, now I can see there is a move option. Okay, so seems like the move functionality only work in a same drive. Okay, so now let's say you have done all the required transfer. Now you want to eject drive. Is there any option to eject? Because we do not see that available anywhere. So we do not see that option anywhere. Even I tap here on untitled, I do not see option of ejection. So you do not need to worry. All we need to do is simply unplug the storage device whenever the transfer process is completed. Just make sure that your external drive is idle. Now moving toward the seventh topic, which is tag and favorites. Tags, I would say, are custom label for quick access. If you want to tag any file, all you need to do is you need to tap on that file, and then you're gonna see this option tag. Just tap on that, then select the color that you would like to. For example, I would like to tag it as a green. So just I'm gonna tap here on green, and now it is green tagged. And now whenever I'm gonna tap on green tag on my left hand side, here you will see I can filter out those documents which are being tagged as a green. Similarly, I want to see the document that I have tagged as an orange. Here I can see that particular document. Now in this process of tagging, someone may have this question, can we tag a single file multiple times, or we can provide multiple tag to the single file? The answer is yes. All we need to do, again, let me hold and tap on this file, and now let's click on tag. Just like we have selected orange, I'm gonna select green as well, or maybe yellow as well. Now you will see that the file also can be seen in green and yellow tag. Now let's say you want to create your own tag color, so we can easily do that. Simply tap and hold the file, go to tags, and then click on add new tag. Now here you can give it a name. For example, I'm gonna write license files. Okay, and then I'm gonna tag all my license file here. Now here I can choose the color for this one, and then I'm gonna click on done. And now I can tag this license file and categorize those documents. So tag is an excellent way of categorizing your document, keeping them always accessible with ease. Now let's say you would like to remove certain tags. So in that case, what we can do again is we can tap on these three dots, tap on sidebar, and then simply delete those tags that you think is of no use. And let's say if you are trying to delete a tag that are being used, then you're gonna see this kind of message. And then if you still want to delete, then you can press delete tag. Now let me tap here on done. Now let's move on to our eighth functionality or eighth topic, which is search function. So search function here is available on the top bar. Simply click on it, and then you can make the search you want. For example, the recent license file, and so on. I would say this search bar is quite powerful as it can search all location or even in cloud storage, for example, iCloud or Google Cloud. Now let me also give you a quick tip. Let's say you would like to select multiple document. All you need to do is you need to, go here on the top and tap on select, and then you can tap on multiple document and select it, and then you can do whatever operation that you want. For example, here you can see we can copy or move or remove and even can see their info. So this is quite handy whenever we want to apply similar operation in multiple documents. Now moving toward our ninth point, which is printing the file. Printing the file, I would say, is straightforward. All we need to do is we need to simply long press, and then here you're gonna see this option which says print. Simply tap on it, then search for the printer, and in this way guys, you should able to print your document directly from your iPad, provided you should have added your printer to your iPad. Now it may be possible that certain apps can't be printed just by doing that. So in that case, you require to open the file first. For example, here we can see what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna tap on it, and then I'm gonna open it in that particular document. So here we have got this file opening in Microsoft Word, and now I can go here and then click on print, and then again here I should able to print it. Now let's talk about how we can delete documents, files and folder from my iPad. Again, I would say it is pretty easy. All we need to do is we need to tap on the document that I would like to delete, and then click on this delete option. So as soon as you clicked on delete, here you can see the document is gone. Now in order to bring it back, in case of cloud, you need to access that cloud drive recycle bin. In case of iPad, it would be more easier. For example, here if I click here on delete, it would be in my recently deleted icon. Now all I need to do, let's say if I would like to move it back, I need to select, and then I'm gonna click on recover, and it will go back again to the same location. Just like the way we see in case of Finder in Mac and Explorer in Windows. So now let me give you a quick recap that we have covered in this video, which is first we talked about file app overview, then we gone through navigating the interface, viewing and sorting file, creating folder and organizing. So let's wrap up how to efficiently use iPad Files app in iPad. And that's all guys from my side in this video. I hope that you find this video helpful and informational. If you want to follow more such tutorial related to iPad, then be sure to like and subscribe to iPad Essentials. And if you have got any question, feel free to drop them in comment down below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, you take care and bye bye.